Well, g'day guys, and welcome to Cars Australia. What we're looking at today is we're looking at the Falcon FG XT. This is got the 4-litre 6-cylinder engine and the 5-speed auto. So this is a 2008 model. I believe now they're only available for the 6-speed, but the 5-speed in this case is the car that we're looking at today. They call this blue, believe it or not, but I call it more kind of silvery grey. It's just the XT, but it does have standard alloy wheels. And for its age, coming on to 5 years old, it's in very good condition. So what we're going to do today is take this for a test drive. So let's go. Well, we're going to get in, we'll have a look inside the car first. Now we've got cameras set up here that I'll get going now. Set them up, and while we've got those up and running, okay, there we've got all the cameras going, guys. Okay. So we have the Falcon interior here for the XT. We have standard, if you can see down here, we've got the controls, speed with cruise control. You can change different settings there. I like it setting on speed. How much range I've got. Speedo on the right hand side, fuel gauge and temperature gauge on either side. You get extra buttons here for the odometer, menu, other settings for the trip computer in the middle. On the steering wheel here we have, on the left hand side here we have the stereo controls and Bluetooth for the phone. We got mode, cruise control on the right hand side here, so everything is a nice size wheel. It's not too big, it's actually a really nice wheel. For base model Falcon, this is pretty good. On the right hand side here we have the mirror controls, window controls. In the center here we've got the handbrake, obviously, gear stick. Now the gear stick you can move into drive, you can move over to the left, which puts it into performance mode, which it says on the screen, and then you can use the gearbox to go up and down through the gears manually. And it, unlike some, it actually does change gear when you want it to. And the other good thing is I like it's the right way around. So when you go minus, you go down gears. So when you go backwards, you go up gears. That's the proper way to do it. Okay, in the center here we've got the information display here, which says the outside temperatures up the top there, time, air conditioning settings. Audio is off at the moment because we don't want to listen to music. You got menu here, controls here in the center, so we can then change all the settings of the car. We can go to the settings and the phone settings, stuff like that, but we're not going to go into that today. Over here we've got the off, recycle, or outside air or recycle air conditioning, auto, hazard lights, front demister, rear demister, air selection, where the air is going to be coming out. On here we've got the fan control. On here is the temperature gauge. We've got the eject and load for the stereo. Here is the audio connection, so you can choose I think station, CD or auxiliary. It's got an auxiliary option here, and also in here it does have a iPhone iPod connection, and it does actually work with the adapter for your iPhone 5, which is useful to know. You've got 2 cup holders here. So you've got a glove box, got airbags. I believe it's got airbags all the way around in the back seat there. Heaps of room there with the baby seat in the middle. It's a good thing about a Falcon, they do have a lot of room. I've got obviously mirror here, and the usual mirrors there for your makeup, and you can see me with the camera on my head. It's a bit crooked, sorry about that guys, I'll fix that now. Now, let's take this baby for a test drive, shall we? Okay, so we'll So here we are on the open road. I'm going to be doing 60 km zone. The car is very smooth, very quiet. Considering this particular vehicle has done 120,000 kilometers, it still feels new. There's no real creaks and groans inside the vehicle. The only kind of movement you can hear there is actually my foot moving on the floor. Very smooth. The car has an independent rear suspension, which I believe came out in the BA range. of Falcons, and its sensors have been refined since then. Engine produces 195 kilowatts and 391 newton meters of torque. Now let's give a little bit of an idea what the acceleration's like. Let's get going up, only up to 100, sorry, not 100, up to 90. But it's got a lot of go. I mean, 0 to 100, apparently going by the figures, is 6.7 seconds to 100k now, if I wanted to push it that hard. And I must say, I'm really impressed with the, that's, people go and spend a lot of money on a sports hatchback to get those kind of performance figures. So, now being in XT, it's got more soft ride, it's not really set up for taking corners fast, so it still handles the corners really well. Steering is nice and light. Commutative, you can still get some feedback. I believe it's still a mechanical setup, it's not an electrical steering like some of these newer cars, which I believe you do lose some steering feel with the electrics. But overall, it's a very nice, comfortable ride in the Falcon. It takes corners very nicely, which you want. It's not, it's very good soft ride. The suspension's obviously, being an Australian built car, has been designed with Australian conditions in mind. It copes very well with hills. Now if I bump this back into performance mode, I can now control the gears. So I'm in third right now, and it's not trying to, let's see if I jump back down. I jumped down to second and it went back to second, and it's just sitting there. It's not notifying me, trying to tell me to change gear. One thing also down here, we also have, you can turn traction control off, lights, and lock the doors. This is always useful. So here I'm in third gear now, and we're going to go left up here once we can. The visibility forwards is very good. You've got a bit of a thick A-pillar here, and your view over your shoulder is still very good. Mirrors, I must say the mirrors seem to be a little bit small for the size of the car. I would have liked to have a slightly bigger mirrors. So in first, second, let's see, I'll change it to go third. Yep, it changes exactly when I want it to. Go down, does. Go up, does. And that's good, I like it. A gearbox, one of these semi-autos, not semi-autos, but these automatics, still the mode actually changes gear when you want it to. There's no trying to hold your hand. And let's see what it handles like for that. We'll go through this S-bend, these things here. Not to see these lying around, but it handled very compliant then, so it does feel good around corners. Got a very good ride. Now, price. The FG Falcon came out in 2008. If you pick up a model like this one, this version that I've got here, an XT 2008 model with 5-speed auto, around 100,000 on the clock, then you should be able to pick up one of these around the $15,000 mark, which is a very good price considering if you bought the same car here brand new, you'd be looking close to 40,000. This price is 38,000 before on-road costs. Of course, if you do hunt around, Ford do have a lot of specials on their cars. So if you look around, you should be able to, from what I've seen from doing some research, you can get these for around the mid-30s, brand new. But the same car. So if you look around, and as you can see, this is, you wouldn't really tell. There's little marks here on the gear stick, and a little bit chipping here on the plastics. They're only little minor things. Overall, the car feels brand new. It's well looked after on the outside. So if you're after a good family vehicle, good size. Drawbacks is, yes, it is a 6-cylinder engine, so it does use some fuel. Though compared to the Toyota Tarago that I had beforehand, this vehicle uses less. And if you drive them carefully and you look after this vehicle can still get under 10 litres per 100k. I believe that you can get down below 9. It's an ideal vehicle to be going on longer drives. If you've got a long distance drive and you get out in the country a lot, something like the Falcon or Commodore is definitely worth looking at. So there you go, guys, that's my test drive of the Falcon XT FG model 2008. It's a very good car, nice and smooth, reliable, air conditioning works beautifully, and it's definitely a car worth looking to if you're looking for a good second-hand vehicle. If you can pick these up around $15,000, and I believe at $15,000 for an FG Falcon is a steal. Thank you for watching Cars Australia.